Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone's having a good Monday night. Got my buddy Doug here. We're going to go through the bracket and the college softball bracket, which kicks off Friday with their regionals. We'll kind of go through, lay out how it all plays out, and then kind of get into some of the matchups and give you some predictions and sleepers and stuff like that. But before we get too far into it, want to welcome Doug back to our show. How's things down there? I know it's probably a little warmer or something down there.
Yeah, it's nice and warm, but I think it hit about 90 degrees today, but
yeah, that's
typical May down here.
It's like a cool front down there for y'all, isn't it? It's like 90
well,
is a cool front.
Yeah. I'm not complaining. Not yet.
Right. So obviously, quick little recap. Your daughter plays college softball for Arkansas Pine Bluff.
Sir?
They did qualify for the conference tournament, but got knocked out in the first round, correct, by the eventual champion?
Yeah, well, it was a double elimination. So they were the fourth seed in the West, having to play the number one seed from the East, which was Florida A&M. Lost that game. Pretty much, they actually played pretty well. Just errors, first time they've been there in a while. So, but then they got eliminated against Betham Cookman or Cookman like that?
Cookman, yeah.
There you go.
Cookman, yeah.
Betham, yeah.
Yeah.
And so, Florida A&M ended up winning it. They beat Southern in a good ball game. So I believe they're playing Texas State. So that's going to be a good matchup. Not really.
Yeah, Texas State's pretty good.
They're pretty good. Yeah, they're pretty good.
So tell me a little bit before we get into this about your daughter's team. Is it a younger team? I mean, are they kind of building for the future, or were they a lot of senior heavy?
Well, they're younger coming in this year. This season they had a lot of freshmen coming in. So I guess you can say they're a younger team, but they did have quite a few seniors too this year. So I guess you could say they're senior heavy with, freshmen coming in, and my daughter's kind of in the middle. So.
Yeah, what was she, a sophomore?
Yeah, she's a sophomore.
So
be a junior.
You're going into next season, but they got the experience of playing in the tournament at least, so that'll help. That's always a plus when you can get, that tournament experience is really, really good.
I was happy for her, man. I'm glad they made it. So.
We got a guy, Lawrence Whitmore, in the chat here. Tell him hello. I also am trying something a little different. We had talked about this, me and Isaiah, on our other podcast about starting a poll. So I'm going to start a poll. It's up here. It'll be in the comment section, I believe. But I'm going to hide it real quick. And just to kind of give people I wanted to try it out. So I put the question in there is, who is the favorite to win the Women's Softball World Series? It looks bad because I listed all SEC teams because I can only have 4 options, but I went with the top 3 seeds and then other. I didn't want to limit it to just 4 options. So, I just put the top 3 seeds in. It's not an SEC bias. It's nothing like that. It was just the top 3 seeds is how I did it. So, if anybody's in the chat and wants to go vote on that, we'll kind of see if we got any votes and check the results at the end of the show and just see how it works. Like I said, it's something we found on here, and we just wanted to see if it works and how it works. So we're the guinea pigs for this poll thing.
Let's do it.
So jumping into it, the tournament is pretty much regionals. Are this weekend, and it's a double elimination, and then they go to the winners of each regional matchup to play super regionals. Now the top 8 seeds nationally host supers, correct? It's just like baseball, right?
Yeah, Bama, OU, LSU, Oregon, Florida State, Texas Tech, UCLA.
Those are all the regionals. for the regionals, the top 16 overall seeds host the regional, right? And then the top 8 host the supers.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just like baseball. So, with that being said, the SEC has long been dominant pretty much on the softball side of things, baseball side as well. But 6 of the top 8 seeds of the top 8 national seeds were all SEC, and the Big Ten took the other 2.
Yeah.
I was kind of shocked by that a little bit, thinking even though Texas Tech lost their championship game, I thought Texas Tech could sneak in and be that 8 seed. They've got one of the most dominant pitchers in softball.
They do, man. They kind of got hosed there because they lost. I mean, they got shut out, I guess, but
yeah,
I mean, they're still hosting.
Yeah, they're hosting. But man, I mean, they're at one point. I thought wasn't Tech like ranked in the top 5 in the nation at one point?
Yeah, I think that might have been. Yeah, for sure, top 5 for sure.
Yeah,
because most of the season has been OU and Texas. And some other people.
Your typical SEC schools.
It's I kind of compare college softball to college football as far as like where it's really, really popular and where most of the players come from. Because really, like in football, we're looking at California, Texas, and Florida. That's pretty much how it is in softball. But you also have all those schools, all those states down there in the Southeast. And you also have the Midwest, man. You can't forget about the Midwest. I mean, we've seen my daughter's seen some teams back in travel ball from Ohio and Indiana and places up there. So, and no surprise that there are some Big Ten schools like Nebraska.
Yeah,
that's in there. But like I said, I think 3 out of the 4 number 1 seeds and 3 out of the 4 number 2 seeds are all from the SEC.
Yeah,
so
it was stacked, and so those are your top. That's how the top 8 seeds were split. The top 4 seeds overall, which went to, I was kind of shocked by this, that Alabama took the 1 overall seed over Texas, who Texas just destroyed them in the SEC championship game. I figured OU might fall down to a 3 after losing to Georgia in the tournament, the Southeastern Conference tournament. And then your number 4 overall seed was Nebraska, who Nebraska had a hell of a year.
Oh, yeah.
I heard a thing on Nebraska today that Nebraska had gone on like a 20-game winning streak and then lost a game and then went on a 21-game winning streak before they lost. Oh, that's insane.
Well, when you have pitching, man, it helped. So
yeah, for sure.
You got a pretty good one.
But I really thought Texas might get the 1 seed. But when they were talking about this, they were talking to the lady who was the chair of the committee, the selection committee. And she said they looked at the body of work. Alabama had more top 10 wins than anybody in the nation. Alabama and Texas went 2-2 on the year. So, I mean, I guess, but I don't know. I thought conference tournaments would at least play some kind of role in it.
You would think so. And the Texas coming off a natty,
right. But you're also, I mean, we're talking about a committee, and we know there's always going to be people arguing no matter what a committee does.
Yeah. Touche.
Right.
But they're there. They're number 1 overall. And they got a tough little bracket there, I think. So
yeah, without any further ado, we will jump in and start kind of looking at the regionals here. And for anybody that might be checking it out, we're just going to kind of look at the top. If you've got a bracket or you're looking at one online, we're going to start on the top left with the number 1 overall seed Alabama and their region. These are all these games, of course, will be placed in at Alabama Stadium there in Tuscaloosa.
Blitz, Bama Blitz.
Yeah. Alabama gets University of South Carolina upstate. And then, Belmont and southeastern Louisiana are in this region. And I can tell you firsthand, last year A&M was the 1 overall seed and lost in their regional.
That was historic.
We got matched up. A&M got matched up with one of the best, I guess, mid-major teams, Liberty, last year. Who had a stud pitching, and they had a killer off. They had an all-around team, and they beat A&M. It didn't even go to a deciding game. It went to they didn't even play the 7th game. It was 6 games. Liberty just swept the whole region, which was really shocking because A&M had a really good team last year. So that's
really good team.
That's where I'm looking at Bama this year with that region, getting stuck with Belmont, who the pitcher's name is Maya Johnson. She has a .66 ERA.
6.6. I thought it was 7.0. Got better, huh?
No, I looked. I guess it got updated after the conference tournament. But when I heard it was .66, she leads the nation in 5 pitching categories.
And I don't know where Belmont is exactly, man. But I can tell you this: don't think because don't worry about those statistics, man. Those are legit because I think they beat 2 SEC teams this year. I can't remember which 2.
Georgia and Tennessee.
Get out. Tennessee got the number 1 overall pick.
I don't know if this is correct, but I looked up Belmont College. Well, there's a Belmont College in Ohio. I don't know if that's the same one.
Is that it?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out as we do this.
That would be wild, man.
There's another one that says the Missouri Valley. Yeah, this is them. It's not. It's from Nashville.
Okay, that makes sense.
But I was just like, if that girl's this close to us up here in Ohio, I can't believe I haven't heard of her. But she is super dominant. Now, I will be honest. I don't know a whole lot about Belmont. I haven't dug into them yet, or really. I don't know what kind of offense they have. Are they winning a bunch of 1-0, 2-1 type games when she's pitching?
Right.
I don't know that, but they did beat Georgia, who beat Oklahoma.
Yep.
And they did beat Tennessee when Pickens was pitching for Tennessee. Kyla Pickens or Kaylee Pickens, whatever.
Yeah.
Who was the number 1 overall pick in that AUSL draft? The girl from Tennessee. She beat her head to head.
I want to say she throws the hardest. Like she broke the record for the fastest.
The girl from Tennessee did for sure. Yeah. But that
like something like 77, 78.
Yeah, 78. I think is what she hit.
Which is equivalent. People don't know this, but it's equivalent to about. I mean, that's well over 100 miles an hour. When just because of distance, as far as how close they are to the pitchers. So.
Yeah, as far as a comparison to a baseball pitch, it's like over 102, 103 or something. It's crazy.
Yeah, crazy fast, yeah.
So, yeah, but she's beaten 2 SEC teams, so don't sleep on that Belmont team.
Shoot, they got to play Southeast Louisiana first, huh?
Right. They get Louisiana first, who's really good. In fact, Belmont is 40-1 on the season, and Southeast Louisiana is 46-14.
They've lost 1 game. That's crazy.
Well,
and they beat 2.
No, they're 40-11. 40-11 is Belmont. But that Southeast Louisiana Belmont matchup. Southeast Louisiana rolled into Baton Rouge last year and took down LSU, who was a really good team last year.
Mm-hmm.
So, but they went to LSU and took that regional away from LSU. So, don't just pencil Bama on through here without any hiccups. Bama's probably still going to win this region, but man, I'm not going to call it a massive surprise or upset if a Belmont or Southeast Louisiana comes out of this. If I'm a Bama fan, I'm kind of nervous going into this.
Yeah, I would too. I mean, honestly, I don't see any blowouts. Now, I mean, Bama and USC upstate. I'm sure that's going to be
that's
going to be a warm up.
But
the winner of Southeast.
Run rule?
I think it depends because they play 7 innings, right? So, like for example, when my daughter's team went to Oklahoma, they lost 9-0, but they played 5 innings, I believe. Yeah. So after 5 innings, 9 runs, if it's like, I don't know, I can't remember exactly, but if it's like 15 runs after like 3 innings or something like that, they're gonna call it. But if it's like 10 runs after 4 or 5 innings, I think that's what it is. I can't remember exactly, to be honest with you, man.
I'm gonna look it up real quick. So yeah, it's saying 8 or more runs after 5 innings is how the general NCAA works. I didn't know if certain like conferences might have their own.
That's a good question.
But it doesn't seem like they do. It seems like they all pretty much use. Nah, it seems like they all pretty much use the 8 runs after 5 equal innings. So that's good to know because I have a feeling that Alabama UC upstate game's probably going to be that.
Because I swear to you, earlier this season, Oklahoma was beating teams like 25 to something, 30 something, and so they're probably scoring all those runs in the first and second inning, third inning probably.
Right, and they have to play 5 no matter what. So that's when you get a lot of other people time.
Exactly.
So, I mean, I'm going to go with chalk on that. I'm going to put Bama winning that region. But again, that's one I would write in pencil because I'm just not 100% sold. I want to see this Belmont team play. I want to see what this girl looks like. I don't know.
Yeah.
We move down from that bracket and we shift into the overall 16 seed would be LSU because they're hosting in Baton Rouge. Mm-hmm. They've got Virginia Tech, who's really good. South Alabama, Akron. I believe you mentioned that Akron's making their first ever appearance in this tournament.
Yep.
And then, of course, LSU hosting it.
So is LSU playing South Alabama or Virginia Tech? I thought they were playing South Alabama.
No. Virginia Tech gets South Alabama. LSU gets Akron. Because LSU would be the higher seed.
Okay.
Since it's at their stadium, they'd be the so-called 1 seed in that region, and Akron would be the 4.
Okay, I wrote that one down wrong. Okay.
Yeah.
But congratulations to Akron, man. That's good stuff.
For sure. All the Ohio people up here, that's the Zips.
Yeah, the Zippies, man. Ohio plays football too, but you guys got to travel. Y'all travel down to Texas a lot. The travel ball teams, obviously, because it gets a little cold up there.
Yeah.
In Ohio, so they come down to Florida, they come down to Texas, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Yep.
This region is a little screwy to me. LSU, I've seen them play a few times this year, being mostly watching SEC softball when it's been on. I honestly think Virginia Tech wins this region. Virginia Tech is good.
They are good. But I'd probably agree with you, man, just because LSU has just had some I won't say disappointment, but I mean they kind of get kicked out early a lot of times. So they've had some pretty good players, man.
Yeah,
In
they've
the
got it.
past.
I mean, they've got the team. They remind me, to be honest, and we'll talk about this team later coming up. They remind me of another team we'll get to here in a little bit, to where if they're on their A game, LSU could win this whole dang thing, and if they're on their B game, LSU could get beat down by anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just that sporadic of a team to me. It's so night and day with that team. And there's another one, like I said, that is the exact same that we'll reach here in a little bit.
But they are playing in Baton Rouge, which is nice. I mean, they got great fans over there, man. They really do.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Those Cajuns, man, they get into it over there.
Telling you, man. They packed. I mean, their stadium is pretty nice. I think they got bleachers out in the outfield and everything, and they pack it,
Yeah,
tailgate and everything. So,
yeah, yeah. 100%. They're going to have home field advantage for sure. I mean, you're going to know, but I just think there's something with that Virginia Tech team. The way I've seen LSU play, that I'm going to lean Virginia Tech to take this regional.
I think I might be with you on that, brother. Just because, man, it's LSU.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get me wrong. I'd like to see all 8 finalists be SEC schools. I mean,
Right.
that's impossible because they'll knock each other out in the next round. But moving down the list, we run into the number 9 overall in the whole tournament. So just outside of hosting for a super regional would be Florida State. I really don't see Florida State having much trouble in this region. They're paired up with Stetson, Jacksonville State, and UCF.
Yeah. UCF might. I mean, they can play a little bit, but
Yeah, I mean, I think Florida State's just too good. I think Florida State will just out athletic them, and the advantage Florida State would have, which is the same thing with a bunch of these higher seeds, is Florida State won't necessarily have to pitch their ace in game 1.
right.
So UCF would. So at least, you would have a chance to, even if you're not facing off on her, the ace for UCF, even if she pitches the second game, if they were to face Florida State would have already at least been able to see it, because you can sit in the stands and watch it and kind of get an idea.
A lot of ace pitchers are going to be pitching a lot of games, man, in this tournament for a lot of these teams.
Well, that girl from Belmont's probably pitching every game they play.
Yes, sir. I would think so. Yeah. For sure.
But that's going to be the difference when you run into some of these SEC powers, the Big Tens. Your Texas Tech or was it Najee Candy or Candy or
Kennedy or
she's probably going to pitch every game for Tech. But you get into some of these teams like Bama, Texas is a prime example. Tennessee, Arkansas, they'll run the whole staff. They've got 3 pitchers they'll roll.
they got at least 2 or 3 number ones on their team.
Right. So, I just think Florida State got a really favorable draw, and I just think they should be able to out athlete that whole bracket, in my mind. So we're just going to
They probably won't see anybody till they have to play the. I guess are they playing the bracket from Los Angeles? Is that
right? They're matched up with the UCLA bracket.
That could be fun. Okay.
Yeah. And now, don't UCLA has got a couple of questions here. They got paired up with California Baptist, who they'll beat. Cal State Fullerton's in there.
Yeah.
And they got paired up with another one of those SEC teams that seems to be getting hot, and that's South Carolina.
Yes, sir.
I mean, South Carolina just took 2 or 3 from A&M. So now UCLA has some thunder in that lineup.
Yes, they do, man.
I'll bring this up. I had this at the bottom of the show here. I found this out today. They have Megan Grant. She set the single season home run record with 38. Now, obviously, she can extend that based on the tournament she's in. But there's a girl from Oklahoma who's been leading it the whole year.
Freshman.
Kaylee Wells, I think.
Yep.
Freshman. And she's at 36. So this is going to be something to watch in the tournament. If Oklahoma runs deep into this and UCLA, let's say, gets upset early, you could see this shift again. But all the talk was about Wells and Wells and Wells hitting all these home runs and home. And then this lady comes up, Megan Grant. Congratulations to her for breaking the record.
Right.
Just, insane. And they got another girl on that UCLA team that's sitting there with 33. What's her name? Jordan Woolery has 33 for UCLA. And Kendall Wells. Sorry, that was her name. Kendall Wells.
Kendall Wells. Well, you know what? There was a time in softball where UCLA was it, man. Back in the 90s and early 2000s. I mean, if you were a stud softball player in the 90s, you were going to UCLA. So
the Pac, what was it, the Pac-10 back then?
Yeah.
Used to have, UCLA, Arizona State.
Arizona State's good, man. Yeah. That's going to be a doozy.
Yeah, because, there's been some good players come out of the Houston area, go out to UCLA and play back in the day.
Yep. Yeah.
There's been a couple. Houston is becoming more of a hotbed for softball, I think, than it had been.
Well, when it comes to players and talent, man, Houston's been on top of the list for a while, man. To be honest with you, because if you look at just the state of Texas, I'll say nine out of 10 state championships, state champions. I like to say south of Centerville. You know what I mean? They're not on the North Texas. They're in South Texas.
Yeah.
With the exception of Waco Midway, they've been there. I think they're making a run this year again. But yeah, man, it's almost always a team down here. So most of the players are down here. The travel ball is ridiculous. There's so many teams, national teams, and everything. I mean, it's a hotbed for sure, man.
Right.
But the only problem is people don't come down here and play tournaments because you don't want these people from these little towns coming down here to Houston. It's a big city, man. So we're the ones traveling up to Oklahoma and Florida and places like that. So
yeah. Well, makes sense. I know when I was down there, you used to travel to Colorado a lot. You were constantly gone.
Colorado, Florida, about 3 or 4 times.
Yep.
Oklahoma. Yeah.
I remember it was
Louisiana, plenty of time. Westover, Louisiana.
Yeah, that's not too bad though. That's just a couple hour drive.
Yeah.
That's like going across Houston. I mean, you go from where you live over there in the Pasadena area over to Katy, and it's the same distance, same time frame to go to Louisiana.
It's definitely the same time frame.
So
may not be the same distance exactly, but it's definitely the time frame.
Right. I'm going to go ahead and pencil UCLA in across. I think they're just too good.
I think they're
the only team in there that could give them fits would be a South Carolina, and I don't see that happening. That's a long travel for South Carolina.
It is. And who are they playing? They playing Cal Fullerton, or are they playing
Fullerton? UCLA's got California Baptist.
Hey, these California teams, man, they got a lot of girls from California, man, and they play some really competitive softball, man. Just like here in Texas. That's what I tell my daughter all the time. So you'll appreciate this later as you get older. And you're gonna understand that you at least got to play and competed with the very best. You know what I'm saying? So these girls, I promise you, these girls that are playing at Fullerton or Baptist, they've seen the UCLA girls.
Yeah,
they've seen these girls. They played against them. You know what I mean?
Sure,
stayed in the same hotels with them. You know what I mean?
That's it. They've probably been on some of the same travel ball teams with them.
Rubbed elbows with them all the time.
Right.
So
that's it.
So, and this is their opportunity. So it's going to be a lot of fun, man. It's going to be good stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I'm still going to take UCLA though.
Yes, sir. Me too. I got them penciled in. I got them pinned in.
And then we jump down to the number 5 overall seed. These games will all be played in Fayetteville, Arkansas.
Arkansas.
I don't know. Washington is in here.
Yep.
South Florida and Fordham.
Fordham.
Yeah. Arkansas has problems scoring, but they have a deep pitching staff.
Yes, they do.
They've got an ace. All these teams have aces. But Arkansas, I mean, I was watching them play. I don't even remember who they were playing now. But it's like they got into a bind and they brought in a pitcher. And then they lost this game. She got into a bind. But they were all throwing good. I mean, you could tell they would be like strikeout, error. They had like 4 errors in a game, which was just but their pitchers were just dominant. Whoever they rolled in, it was, you'll get this reference. It was like Manville throwing in a wide receiver, like when one went down, we'd find another one.
Manville and wide receivers. No way. That's crazy. But you know what? Arkansas, they recruit heavily in Texas. I can tell you for a fact, one of the more popular travel ball organizations is Impact Gold, which is here in Shadow Creek in Pearland. Casey Jackson and his wife. They sent a lot of kids to Arkansas. I can tell you that right now. And one player to look out for that I actually know pretty well is Ella McDowell. You might recognize that last name. Her dad is a high school football coach in Texas.
Yeah. Used to coach Richmond Foster.
That's right. Coach C.D. Lamb over there at Richmond Foster.
Yeah.
And his daughter is an absolute stud, man. Ever since she was a child, she's always been on a national team. One of the funniest kids to be around, man. My daughter loves her. She's just a funny kid, and just she can ball. I believe she played. I think she played shortstop. I want to say Ella McDowell. Check her out, man.
Yeah, I'm going to keep an eye out for her. Sean McDowell was a funny character too, so that doesn't surprise me. I ran into him numerous 7-on-7 tournaments down there, and he is just a character.
Yeah, I'm sure that's where she gets it from, man. She's a goofy kid, man. But she has a lot of fun. She has a lot of fun.
That's what it's all about. So, I think she Arkansas. Do you know if she starts up there in Arkansas?
I'm pretty sure she does. Yeah, I think she started last year too as a freshman. Yeah, she's
well. Anybody watching? Ella McDowell is somebody who, I mean, I don't know her personally, I mean, or anything, but I have met her dad a few times and rubbed elbows with him on football fields before down there. So Sean McDowell's a great man.
Mhm.
And I'm sure his daughter's the same. So as long as they're not playing one of my teams, then I'll definitely root for her.
Understandable.
So I'm going to go ahead and lean Arkansas based on the strength of their pitching in that bracket.
Yeah.
That bracket will match up with the Durham, North Carolina bracket. I believe that's right. Yeah, Durham. That's where Duke is. They match up with the Duke. The Duke region is obviously Duke hosts. They're playing Howard, Marshall, and Arizona is in there.
Whew, that's going to be a good one, man. Duke and Arizona.
Yeah, I think that's going to come down to Duke, Arizona for the final in that one. I think chalk holds in that bracket for sure. I don't know much about Duke. I know A&M played them earlier in the year and Duke beat them. But A&M early in the year wasn't what A&M was near the middle of the year. They were still trying to put it together, to figure out what they had. So,
well, I can tell you this about Duke, man. They are 100% student athlete. I knew a kid. She was teammates with Ella McDowell forever on the travel ball team. She went to Clearbrook. She's at the University of Texas right now. She's a sophomore. I think she might have redshirted this year. I don't know, but dude, she was going to go to Duke. Went on a visit. Her dad, I know her dad. Dale went to Adobe with me, but they went to go to a Duke basketball game. All that. She was ready to commit. At the very end, they told her, "I'm sorry, but we can't take you because you couldn't get in academically." And she's like top 5% at her high school. So they had to tell her no, man. But here she is now at Texas, so everything worked out. But she was going to commit to Duke. But just to let you know, Duke is the real deal when it comes to student athletes. So if you don't know anything about Duke, they're the real deal. So, and they're good. They're good softball team.
Yeah, for sure. And it's good that schools are still emphasizing that. Most of them I don't really know that they are, but it's good to know that there are a couple out there. Like I said, I think it's chalk. I think you're going to get Duke, Arizona.
That's going to be I don't know.
I haven't watched a lot of Duke. Like I said, I know they beat A&M early in the year.
It's got to be an upset somewhere. A mild upset. Would it be a mild upset if Arizona won?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think so for sure. I mean, I have one upset penciled in, which is Vatech over LSU right now.
Right. Okay.
I think I'm going to take Zona. I think Arizona.
What do you know?
Hard to say though, because Duke has played. Duke is in that ACC, man. They've run through Florida State. You know, they've run through some teams out there, so they're challenged. But I mean, I guess Arizona has too, along with they're in there with Texas Tech and all that. So I'm going to go Zona because you're right. There's going to be some upsets somewhere.
Well, yeah, I mean, you had Virginia Tech. I forgot about that. That's.
Yeah. This one I'm torn on. I wrote Zona down. I'm just not sure I like it or not. I think I'm flipping it. I think I'm going back to Duke.
I think I took Duke.
Yeah. I was thinking about it, but I think Duke has played better competition than Arizona probably has on a whole.
On a whole, yeah.
So we get to the last two regions here, and you have your Let me see who is.
Stillwater, right?
Well, yeah, but before Stillwater's at the bottom, the bracket above it is going to be Stillwater. Sorry, the Oklahoma State region.
Man, Oklahoma State ain't no joke, man.
No, they're not.
Pistol Spiral, brother.
Yeah, that's right. Guns Up would be Tech. So
yeah, it'd be Tech.
Oklahoma State's got in the bracket with them. They've got Eastern Illinois, and then you've got Princeton and Stanford.
Ooh, Stanford. Damn.
Yeah.
That's gonna be.
This is again another bracket I think you're going to see chalk from. Oklahoma State has been on fire here lately, though.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the home team here. And if I don't know how their crowd is at Oklahoma State, but if it's anything like that other school that's in the same state with them, they're going to have a massive home field advantage. And if they can could you imagine Oklahoma and Oklahoma State in the Women's College World Series in Oklahoma City?
No.
Oh,
no, that'd be insane, dude. That'd be absolutely insane.
I'm going to take Oklahoma State to go ahead and win their region.
It'll be a tough one, though, against Stanford. I mean, that's almost a pick 'em.
It would be. It would be. I'm taking home field into the equation here. That's the only reason that I went Oklahoma State. I wouldn't be surprised if Stanford won the region, but I think they're so even that I'm just going to go with home field. It's got to be worth something.
Yep. I got you.
And then the last region on that side is the Lincoln, Nebraska. Who is the number 4 seed overall in the tournament. Grand Canyon's really good.
Yes, they are, man. They're one of my sleepers, but they got to play.
Yeah. If Grand Canyon was in the Oklahoma State region, I'd probably pencil them in to win that region.
Yeah, man.
But because they've got those Cornhuskers staring them in the face, I just can't do it. I can't do it.
They got some girls that hit some bombs, man. And one of them you might have heard of. Another familiar last name. Big girl named Alina Satcher. This girl,
really? Coach Thatcher's daughter?
Coach Satcher's daughter, man. This girl, she just cranks home runs, dude. She's been killing it this season. They got another girl, I can't remember her name, but I mean they got some offense on there for sure. I'm not sure about their pitching, to be honest with you, but they are ranked in the top 25. I think they were ranked 25th in the nation going into the to this tournament, I want to say. So,
where does she play at?
Grand Canyon.
That's where Coach Satcher's daughter plays?
Yeah. Alina Satcher.
Well, I'm sorry, Coach Satcher. You were always a nice guy, but
great guy.
It's not happening. It's not happening, brother.
It's all right. She's a junior. She'll be back. So
yeah. Well, she may not be back there. She may be in Nebraska or Texas or.
Hey, man, you never know. And her dad is a Stephen F. Austin alum. So
yeah. Who knows? Real quick before we move to the other side, I went ahead and penciled in who I've got winning the Super Regional Round 2. I went with Bama, UCLA, Arkansas, and Nebraska. Pretty much chalk.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's just what I went with on that side there.
That makes sense, man. Those are strong teams, man. I mean,
to read that later. Text message. Yeah. I mean, those are. I mean, they're the national seeds for a reason.
Yep.
You know. Moving to the right-hand side of the bracket, starting up at the top. You have the number 3 overall seed, which seems weird to say that about this team, but Oklahoma.
Right.
It seems like for the past 15 years, they've been a 1 or 2 seed in every tournament. So, scary thing about Oklahoma, I'll give everybody. We've already mentioned the freshman over there, Wells, with the home runs and everything. It's not just her either. They have other girls that are smashing the ball too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But I will say this: their coach, she's the Nick Saban of softball, Patty Gasso.
Mm-hmm.
She straight up said, she said, "I hope we start peaking soon. Like, we haven't even peaked yet." And I said, "That's not going to be fair if y'all peak." So
that's wild.
Yeah. Oklahoma's a little younger than they normally are, though. They've got quite a few younger kids on this team.
You got a lot of freshmen. Yeah. You got a lot of freshmen.
And they're all good. So
they're all really good, man. And they got a good home field advantage, too. I can tell you that. They got some great fans over there, Sean.
Oh, yeah.
They really do.
I mean, watch a game.
Oh, it was great, dude. Even after that, when my daughter's team played after the game over there, I had a couple guys come up to me, just shake my hand, say, "Hey, man, appreciate you coming, making the trip, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, "Nice place you guys have here, Actually saw a guy wearing a Parker Livingstone jersey, man. I thought that was too soon. But
yeah, I bet you did.
I did. Didn't say nothing, but I did.
I will say this for Oklahoma. A lot of these other brackets had a bunch of like mid-major type schools. Oklahoma got Binghamton. That's fine.
Yeah.
But they also have a Big 10 and a Big 12 school with Michigan and Kansas in there.
Sure do, man. Michigan got some history, man.
They don't have a cakewalk through there now.
They got some tradition over there.
But they don't have that typical, we're going to run rule everybody in the regional. I don't see that. Now, I see Oklahoma winning this region.
Yeah, me too.
But I don't see Oklahoma doing what they've done in previous regions where they just crush everybody that rolls into them. So, Michigan could get them, though. This Oklahoma team is vulnerable. They've been got. A&M almost took 2 or 3 from them. Texas,
Oklahoma State beat them.
From them. Yeah.
Yeah, Oklahoma State beat them.
I mean, they were up 5-0 on Georgia in the SEC tournament, and Georgia put 10 unanswered on them.
Sure did. They're young, like you said, man. They're young.
Yeah.
But they haven't peaked yet, so that's kind of wild. So it's like, I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, whether that's coach speak from Patty, I don't know, but maybe this break is what this team needed to kind of reset. Maybe the pressure, maybe some of these freshmen playing that many games at that high level was starting to wear on them. So maybe they needed a reset, and this break will refocus them. Who knows? I still have Oklahoma winning this region, but I do think they could have a couple of nail biters or a couple of games that could scare them. So,
Patty, the coach over there, how long has she been there now? 30
something years, I think.
Well, I'll tell you this. I graduated in 1995. A classmate of mine, Nicole Myers, went to Oklahoma. And it's funny because she still goes to OU to the softball games, and they still treat her like royalty, man. And the coach still remembers her. This is back in 1995, and so she's been there a long time. So she's that close with her players. No, she's a great coach, man.
And you mentioned the fans. I'll say this about Oklahoma fans. What I've seen, I haven't been to a softball game, and I'm just speaking for softball. I'm not speaking any other sport here. They are some of the most knowledgeable softball people. that I've ever seen. And I'm watching it on TV, and I'm seeing them post stuff on Twitters and stuff, and people are asking questions, and they're the first ones in there responding with these detailed answers of things. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
We should have had one of them come on here to help us break down some of the rules and stuff, man.
I'm telling you, man, they got great fans. I mean, at the game, I mean, you just see them walking from the parking lot to the stadium. It's like just a sea of red. And it wasn't just a bunch of college kids either, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about people from Norman, Oklahoma, just regular people. I'm sure a lot of alumni as well. But, I mean, the way I would describe it, honestly, is just family. They got that family type atmosphere over there.
Think of it like this. And this is by no means a knock at your daughter's school. That was a Tuesday game.
Yep.
For Oklahoma, this power softball team against, in no other terms, a cupcake pushover midweek game that you're going to beat the hell out of. And there were still tons of people at that game.
Yep. Standing room, man. It was crazy.
That's what against you would think that if I took a picture of that crowd, you would think that they were playing Texas or Florida or Tennessee or eight. But if I told you no, they were playing Arkansas Pine Bluff, you'd be like, "You're shut up." But
dude, it felt like a professional game, man. Like you went to a professional baseball game. Like in between innings, they had contests. They were shooting shirts up into the stands. They had a live national anthem. They had honorable first pitch. I mean, it was amazing, man. It was incredible.
Yeah,
I was very impressed. And I'm a Longhorn fan. This hurts me to say it, man, but you know what?
Yeah,
it is what it is.
They did it right. Well, they did it right up there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go Oklahoma, like I said, and
yes, sir.
That region will match up with the Eugene region, where Oregon would be hosting. Oregon's got Idaho State, St. Mary's, California, and Mississippi State.
Another SEC team, huh?
Yeah, the SEC had quite a few teams in this tournament.
So who's Oregon playing? They playing St. Mary's, or are they playing Idaho State?
They get Idaho State. So yeah, Oregon will win that. And then Mississippi State and St. Mary's. I don't know anything about St. Mary's. I'm not going to pretend I do.
You said they're from California? They're a California team?
Yeah. St. Mary's, yeah. They're the same. That's the same college A&M beat in the first round of the basketball tournament.
There you go. That's right. Okay. Well, they got, they got some girls from California, I promise you that have played some good softball, so.
Yeah, I'm going to take St. Mary's to beat Mississippi State, but lose to Oregon.
That's not a bad pick. That's not bad, man. Okay.
Yeah, I think St. Mary's beats Mississippi State, and then, but I think Oregon takes down St. Mary's. But I'll give St. Mary's the win over Mississippi State. So.
But Oregon to win the region.
Yeah. For sure. The next two brackets could get a little dicey. So you've got the Stillwater regional, which is Texas Tech, Marist, Boston University. Yeah, Lubbock. What'd I say?
Stillwater.
Oh, no. Sorry. Lubbock. Sorry. Both about the same kind of city, but whatever. And then they play Marist, and then you have Boston University. Mascot is the Terriers, by the way.
Ooh, okay.
And they play the former employer of Lane Kiffin. They get Ole Miss.
Ole Miss. I'm going to take.
Yeah. I think you're getting a Tech Ole Miss final in this region.
Yep.
I'm leaning with who's got the best number 1 overall pitcher. I'm going with Tech.
Yes, yes, sir.
Again, she pitched against Arizona State and got manhandled. So,
Yeah.
But I'm going to go Tech. And then that region will match up with what I think is a pretty interesting region. With Florida is the host down in Gainesville.
Mm-hmm.
They got Florida A&M, Georgia Tech, and then Texas State is in this region.
Yeah.
Don't sleep on that Texas State squad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Texas State's good enough to beat Florida.
Yeah, me either.
But I won't be surprised.
Yeah, me either. That's what I'm saying.
I'm going to predict Florida to win this region. But this is another one that if I looked up on Monday and it was Texas State advancing, I'd be surprised, not shocked.
Florida is really good, man. Another player to watch happened to be another girl that my daughter was teammates with. Her name was Townsend Thomas. Plays outfield. Matter of fact, she made the top 10 plays on ESPN a couple weeks ago. I think it was number 2 play to beat Florida State. She made a diving play to end the game against Florida State. Man, great kid, man. Great kid. I want to say her younger brother Deuce. He plays football. I can't remember where he's going to go, but so watch out for Florida and Townsend Thomas. She's from a Tascasita area, but she went to a private school. Can't remember where.
Is that where her brother goes to school too?
Yeah. But he's
Lutheran South or St. Thomas or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
One of the powerhouse private schools down there in Houston.
Yeah, but I got Florida in that region too. But I mean, Texas State, man, that's going to be a great game, man. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I'll be pulling for Texas State, just a little bit.
Yeah,
but
Yeah, I mean, I'll pull for all of the Texas schools. I just don't know. I mean, like I said, I'd be surprised, not shocked, if Texas State wins that region. I'd be shocked if Bama gets beat by like Belmont or Southeast. I'd be shocked. But even though I said it could happen, it would still shock me if it does.
Right.
So with that, we move into the last 4 regionals, which this one is in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Rocky Top.
Yeah, it's Tennessee versus Northern Kentucky. You've got Indiana in this bracket, and then you've got Virginia in this bracket. No offense to anybody here, but y'all don't have Kylie or Kaylee Pickens.
No.
I don't see you advancing. That girl is legit.
She's long too, man. By the time she releases the ball, she's about like freaking 5 feet closer to the dang to the plate, man. I mean, it's insane.
If you haven't watched softball, anybody out there, watch her. You don't have to. I'm not even saying watch the whole game, but if you get a chance, watch her pitch. It is freaky. It is. And they're going to mention it numerous times how hard she's throwing.
Yeah.
So, in fact, I'm gonna see if I can look that up real quick.
The reaction time, I can't even tell you what the reaction time is, man. To decide when you're going to actually swing the bat at a pitch coming that fast, that close. I mean, it's insanity. And keep in mind the field dimensions never change for these girls from the moment they step on as 4-year-olds up until they're done playing. The only thing that changes is the distance between the bases and of course the pitching mound, pitching circle, and home plate. Everything else stays the same. So as they get older, the game gets faster and faster and faster as they get older. It's crazy.
Let me look at this. I'm trying to see how fast her.
I think she goes like 77, 78. I think that was the max, which is about
Yeah.
good, like 105 maybe.
That's what I'm trying to get to. That's what I'm trying to bring up because I want to see. I'm trying to see if it'll. Yeah. Okay. So a 78-mile-an-hour fast pitch softball pitch is roughly equivalent to 105 to 106 miles per hour in a baseball term.
And keep in mind this too. People don't realize this. They see the softball being a big ball, right? Number one, it's not soft. It's as hard as a baseball.
Yeah.
But they think that because it's so big, it should be easier to hit. But what they don't realize is the width of the bat is actually smaller than a baseball bat, right? So in baseball, the ball is small, the bat is big. Pretty much devours the baseball. Where in softball, it's the opposite. The ball is big and the bat's a little bit thinner. So you almost got to hit the sweet spot almost every time.
Yeah.
So you're popping up.
And that's just, I mean, and it's, what's the distance? Like 43 feet for the pitchers in softball or something like that?
It's 40. Yeah. I mean, it starts off like maybe 40 and then gets 42 and 43 as they get older. I think it's 40. Is it 42 or 43? I can't remember.
The mound is 43 feet from home plate.
Yeah.
So you have so much. Oh, that's just insane. And
if you look at a pitcher, by the time the pitcher releases the ball, they're already like I said, they're so much closer to the to the plate.
You're thinking, most of the times when you see pitchers in baseball throw 104, you've seen a couple of guys get up there and do that. 105. It's a fast, straight pitch. It's a fast, straight. This is 78 and moving.
Yeah.
I mean, it's rising. It's maybe sweeping a little bit. I saw her. I was just like, what in the world?
Yeah, she's a type. It's 43 feet. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to take Tennessee in this region. Just mainly on the sheer fact of her. That's the main reason. Same reason I'm taking Tech in their region is I think they have the number one overall pitcher in that region.
Yeah. Got to go with the pitching, man.
Oh, yeah. I mean, for sure. Now, this sets up our what could be a second of two SEC on SEC Super Regionals, as the winner of the Tennessee region faces off against the winner of the Athens, Georgia region. And you have Georgia, the College of Charleston, UNC Greensboro, and Clemson in this region.
Well, congratulations to UNC Greensboro and the College of Charleston.
Yeah, you made it.
Absolutely. Enjoy.
On a bright note, you're guaranteed 2 games.
Yep.
And you don't have to travel across the country. You just got to go.
And a lifetime of memories come free.
That's right. Yeah.
Hey.
Well, somebody's getting 2. They're both getting 2 games. Somebody's getting 3. So, I want Clemson has got to be pretty good. I don't know a lot about Clemson.
Got to go with the SEC team, man, just because. And
Dude,
Georgia's good, man.
after seeing what Georgia did to Oklahoma in the SEC tournament, spotting them 5 and running 10 unanswered,
Yeah.
and Georgia actually almost beat Texas the next game. If I'm not mistaken, it was like 10-9.
Yeah. No, it was, yeah. They almost had them for sure. No, they can play.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to pencil Georgia in there. That leads us down to the final bracket in the regional round, which this bracket will be hosted out of College Station, Texas, where Texas A&M will be the host. We have UConn, McNeese, and Arizona State.
Damn. Hey, man.
So I'm going to be here honestly, and everybody sees my hat. I have Arizona State winning this region.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Son of a gun.
A&M has their pitching is so sporadic, it is not even funny. Lessentine, I think Sarah Lessentine might be her name. There for a while, she was almost unhittable. The back half of the season, she pitches 2 innings and she's out because she's getting rocked. So, after seeing what Arizona State just did against Texas Tech, and that pitcher, we don't have a pitcher of that caliber. Can A&M win this region? Yes, for sure they can. Their offense is dynamic, but they have to outscore you. And I just don't know that I see that happening. So I'm going with Arizona State in the upset at the College Station Regional.
Wow, that's tough, man. I bet you Arizona State has a lot of girls from California. I just have a feeling. So who's A&M got? They got UConn.
Yeah, we play UConn for. It'll be A&M and Arizona. A&M will win their first game
for sure.
Arizona State will win their first. Now, don't sleep on McNeese.
Yeah, hey, McNeese, man, them Louisiana people, dude. I'm telling you, they got a lot of guys out there. They recruit in Texas a lot too.
So I'll reserve judgment that I have Arizona State winning this region, but if for some reason McNeese were to take out Arizona State, I'd have A&M winning the region.
There you go. I'm taking A&M anyways, buddy.
I don't blame you. I mean,
let's go.
This is a tough region to call. There's 3 teams I think could win this region.
That's true.
And like I said, I'm leaning Arizona State based on what they did to Tech, but would I be shocked? No, I wouldn't be shocked at all in this. There's no shock factor in this region at all for me. Unless UConn wins the region, then I'm shocked.
Same basketball, man.
Right. So I've got Arizona State, like I said. I could flip either way. I believe it's going to be Arizona State A&M, and we'll just see how the chips fall from there. If A&M were to get game 1 versus Arizona State, beat them to where Arizona State has to beat them twice, I think A&M can handle it. But if it's reversed, I don't know that we can win 2 in a row. So we'll see. I'd love to be wrong. You know that, because the last region, because the NCAA committee, whether it's football, basketball, baseball, soccer, lacrosse, golf, Monopoly, life, whatever it is, if they have a chance to match up Texas and Texas A&M, they're going to do it.
Hey, it pays, man.
Well, I'm not saying it doesn't, but 2 years in a row in the NCAA basketball tournament back in the day, if Texas would have beat Northern Iowa, it'd have been Texas A&M in Texas. 2 years later, it was the same exact thing. I think A&M lost in the first round, and they would have played Texas in the second round. So anytime they have a chance to match them up, they do. And So this region will obviously be in Austin. And you get Wagner, Baylor, and Wisconsin.
Yeah. Watch out for Baylor, man.
I'm not watching out for Baylor.
No, they got some good players on there, man.
Oh, I'm sure they do. So does Wisconsin.
Yes, they do.
But
that's going to be a good game.
This is Texas's region. If Texas loses this region, they have nobody to blame but themselves because they did something wrong. That's just the way I see it. You've got the pitching depth. You've got the offense. I don't know who that one girl y'all have who hit a home run the other night in the SEC title game, but it went over the scoreboard.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. It was launched. I don't know. I don't know her name. I'm not even going to attempt to act like I know a lot about the University of Texas athletics. Not the softball program. I don't know all the girls. So that pretty much gets you set up with the super regional. I've got OU winning their region.
Yeah, so
advancing. Tech and Florida is a tough one to call. I think because it's 2 of 3, I'm going to go Florida due to the simple fact that I think even if Tech gets game 1 with their pitcher, I think Florida would have seen her enough to be able to make adjustments at the plate. I'm going to put Tennessee.
Tennessee.
I'm putting Tennessee over Georgia again. Give me the most dominant pitcher in the game right now.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to pencil Texas in to win. Even if I will say if it's A&M, that could be crazy. Those two teams play close games every time they play.
Yeah, it's going to be close.
And I know y'all took 2 of 3 from us earlier this year. But if it's A&M, I still think Texas beats them, but I would expect a good series. I think Texas beats Arizona State 2 games in a row.
Let's go.
So that gets you I kind of jumped around. I was going to do potential super matchups you're most interested in seeing. I think between you and me, if it were to play out, the one we're most interested in would be A&M in Texas due to the simple fact that those are our schools. But if it wasn't that one, the one I'm looking forward to the most in the super regional, besides that one, there's a couple, which would either been Florida State, UCLA, and Tennessee, Georgia. Would have been the ones I was looking at the most. So
yeah, I like that UCLA, Florida State. That'd be really good.
My 8 teams making their trip to Oklahoma City is Alabama, UCLA, Arkansas, Nebraska, Oklahoma, Florida, Tennessee, and Texas. So I think I have every top 8 seed making it.
Yeah. That's hard to argue, though, man. I mean,
they're the most dominant teams this year.
Yeah.
Who do I have winning it all? If you made me pick a winner right now, I'd say Oklahoma. I think Oklahoma gets their stride going and pulls it off. They're going to have home field. A massive.
Yeah, I got Oklahoma too, man. I think they're going to win the whole thing.
And we kind of talked about it a little bit. Sleepers. Who was your big sleeper you're looking out for? A couple of them.
Well, I wanted Grand Canyon. They got to play Nebraska, I think, right?
Well, they get them in the second. They play Louisville first.
Play Louisville first. So yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna go with Grand Canyon. I think they can beat Louisville. That's gonna be a close game, but I think they can. So I'd go Grand Canyon as my sleeper. There was somebody else. Can't remember now.
Yeah, I've got a couple of sleepers. One everybody knows. I already mentioned them. I mentioned them first. That was Belmont.
Yeah, they got pitching. So,
And my second big sleeper would have been McNeese.
yeah.
Now Texas State could be a sleeper.
Yeah, I was actually going to think about picking Texas State, but they're pretty damn good. But I guess they can technically still be a sleeper.
Yeah, I mean, because they're in. I mean, your sleeper team. I mean, they're in there with Florida and Georgia Tech. They're in with much bigger programs than they are.
Right.
I mean, Texas State could be a sleeper for sure. It'll be interesting to come back and revisit this in a couple of weeks after the Super Regionals to see how many of the 8 we actually got right.
You know what? There's going to be some upsets, Sean. We're just,
It's just hard to predict them because
yeah,
a lot of these teams, we're going to do the same thing when we do the baseball tournament preview. You're not going to know anything about UNC Greensboro or, Colorado School of the Mines or something like that. And yet they're going to come in and beat like Texas or A&M in game 1, and you're going to be like, "What in the hell just happened?" So
yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I got. I think we both have Oklahoma as the national champion. But yeah, I mean, it's a fun little exercise to do. I mean, it's a bracket. Everybody loves brackets.
Brackets, man. Bracketology.
So for sure, appreciate you jumping on and going through it. We'll, like I said, we'll revisit in a couple of weeks when they get ready to go to Oklahoma City, and then in a couple more weeks we'll have to look at breaking down the baseball tournament bracket when it gets released.
Okay.
For sure, there.
We got the state softball playoffs going on right now, man. Just want to mention real quick, shout out to my J. Frank Dobie Longhorn softball team. They were 1 run away from making it to the region finals, Sean, to go play for state. And guess who they would have been playing? Pearland in the same district. Pearland went undefeated in the district. Dobie got second in that district, man. Beat Alvin, beat all those teams. Did really well, man. Tough loss, but congratulations to the great season.
When it comes to sports that involve a bat and a ball, you don't have to look very far outside of Houston, just a little bit south to find the most dominant. Pearland dominates those sports, man.
They just love it, man.
We've got that kid at A&M baseball team, Nico Partita.
Yeah.
Pearland High School. He was all state. He pitches 96 miles an hour, and he's a stud third baseman.
Good Lord.
Yeah, and he's
hurt. Yeah, they do it pretty big down in Pearland. They like their baseball, they like their softball, and they like their football too.
Yeah, their football took a hit when Alvin or when Dawson and Manville and all of them started opening. It kind of hurt them a little bit. Shadow Creek, it kind of hurt them a little bit. But no, other than that, jump off here, get ready to shut everything down and just kind of relax for the evening. We'll definitely get back on in a couple of weeks and do it again and break down. Baseball will be a little more in depth. I got a little more knowledge on baseball than I do softball. So I watch a lot more college baseball.
Good deal, man. It's good talking to you tonight, brother.
You too, brother. Be good. And we'll catch up later.
All right, my man.
All right.
Talk to you soon.
All right. Bye.